Hello everyone. Today we are going to study about the P block elements of class 12th, in which we will study about group 15 and further ahead. About group 13 and 14 we have already studied in class 11. So I hope you remember all that. First of all, we need to consider what P block elements are. The P block elements are the elements whose last electron enters to the P subcell. I hope you remember all. Now, this is S block. You all know that there are 18 groups and 7 periods in a periodic table of Mendeleev. Okay, so first two groups are of S block, from group 3rd to group 12. Group 3rd to group 12 belongs to T block, and group 13 to group 18 belongs to P block, and the rest belong to F block. Now, when we talk about P block, which actually is located from the 13th to 18th group, we will see that all these elements have one common thing in that their last electron enters to the P subcell. And when I say subcells, so subcells are the places where electrons are located in a cell. Okay. Now, actually the periodic table is halfly drawn due to the lack of space, so I hope you will actually get it right. Now, what we have to study in this is group 15. In group 15 there are 6 elements: nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth, and the last one is moscovium. So these are the 5 elements about which we are going to talk in this topic. Okay. So first of all, let's start with the occurrence of these elements. What occurrence is in Hindi? Occurrence means where these elements are found. प्राप्ति स्थान कहा जाता है हिंदी में. So about nitrogen, we all know where nitrogen is found. Nitrogen is basically found in the atmosphere. It comprises 78% of atmosphere and earth crust. In earth crust, it is found in the form of sodium nitrate and potassium nitrate basically. So sometimes it is called in the competitive examinations that what Indian saltpeter, or write the formula of Indian saltpeter or chili saltpeter. So potassium nitrate is known as Indian saltpeter. Similarly, sodium nitrate is known as chili saltpeter. Okay. And what does it means? What saltpeter means? Saltpeter actually defines an explosive. So when the Britishers were ruling us, and when they were ruling our country, they used these compounds, basically the potassium nitrate, as explosive. So since then it is known as saltpeter. About phosphorus. Phosphorus, it is found in the minerals of apatite. What apatites are? Apatites are the combination of 2 different compounds. One is calcium phosphate and the second one is calcium halide. So this is the combination which is known as apatite. This basic combination in which there is a halogen X2, it means there will be the 2 molecules of any halogen element. Okay. There is an example, that calcium phosphate and calcium fluoride, which is basically known as fluorapatite. Okay. If there will be chlorine, it will be known as chlorapatite. There is a fluorine, so it is known as fluorapatite. Now, about arsenic, antimony and bismuth. Arsenic, antimony and bismuth are found as in the form of minerals with sulfur. So these are found in the form of sulfide minerals. About moscovium, what moscovium is? The moscovium is synthetic radioactive element combinedly synthesized by the scientists of Russia and America. Yes, this is that Moscow, 6 saal paisa barbad wala Moscow. Okay. Now, so Moscow is in Rus. You all know that Moscow is in Rus. Now, there are some topics which we need to understand first if you are moving towards this chapter. Okay, some of those are here. The first one is electronic configuration. What electronic configuration are? You all know it very well. In class 11th, we have studied it in detail, what electronic configuration is and how it is made. So here is The definition of electronic configuration: distribution of electrons of an atom or molecule in the orbitals. How electrons are distributed in an orbital is known as electronic configuration. I am erasing this, the occurrence portion I am erasing. Okay, I hope we don't need this anymore. So if we talk about the electronic configuration of these elements, nitrogen, the atomic number of nitrogen is 7. So if we need to find out what electronic configuration will be for nitrogen, it will be 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3. It means it has the configuration like this, which actually is satisfying the general electronic configuration of this group. The 15 group has the general electronic configuration NH2 NP3, and this is actually similar to this, isn't it? Okay. Phosphorus, what is the atomic number of phosphorus? It is 15. Very good. So 15. So when we will make the electronic configuration for phosphorus, it will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2 and 3p3. So let us count whether there is total number of 15 electrons or not. 2, 2, 4, 6, 10, 10 or and 2, 12 and 3, 15. It means there are 15 electrons. So you will see all the elements are having such a structure in which, or such electronic configuration in which their last electron is entering to p subshell, and they all are having 3 electrons in the outermost p cell. Okay. Now, so this is the electronic configuration. Second is atomic and ionic radius. So what atomic and ionic radius are or is? I hope you all remember this. Deepak, Vishu, okay, Kajal, Aruna, but you all know this. Just remember it. What ionic or atomic radius is? The distance of the outermost electron from the nucleus is basically known as atomic radius. So let me draw or plot a diagram. Okay. Suppose or consider this is the nucleus in which protons are found, and suppose this is the outermost orbital or orbit in which electron is spinning. So this distance from the nucleus to the outermost electron is known as atomic radius. Okay. Or if it will be in the form of ion, so it will be known as ionic radius. Distance from the center of the nucleus to the outermost electron is known as atomic or ionic radius. The third one, let us talk about the third one, ionization enthalpy. What ionization enthalpy or ionization energy is? What is ionization energy? Just recall yourself what we had studied in class 11, what ionization energy is or ionization enthalpy is. To remove the outermost electron from an isolated gaseous atom is known as what? Ionization enthalpy, or energy required to eliminate the outermost electron, okay, is known as what? Ionization enthalpy. So here it is, energy required by an isolated gaseous atom to lose an electron from its outermost shell is known as what? Ionization enthalpy. As easy as that. Now last one, electronegativity. What electronegativity is? The electronegativity is something which is found in the atoms or molecules of the covalent compound. The power or potential or tendency to attract the shared pair of electrons is known as what? Electronegativity. So in this way we can say that this is the general introduction of p block elements, and you need to remember all this throughout this chapter. These terms will come again and again, and I hope that you will not forget this anymore. Okay.